My little cousin, he like a little brother to me, the gun violence. Playing a pickup basketball game, he beat the dude, that dude killed my little cousin, 15 years old. That happened Monday, man. I'm not crying because I'm hurting, I'm crying tears of joy, man. I just made some brothers in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all don't know how down I was all week, man. Y'all really don't understand. I wanted to go home. I wanted to go do something. That was my baby. But there was a few guys in my DB room that just held me down, man. Told me don't give up, don't quit. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. You made one of the biggest plays of the game, boy.
Yes, sir. Welcome to another edition of Fact or Fiction, the Red Couch Special, man.
Yes, sir.
Got a special guest for y'all, man. It's one of our community heroes, one of the legends in Waco, man. My brother,
Facts.
my past teammate in flag football, man.
Yes,
Our past Baylor Brand, my bad. My boy,
Yes,
Ahmad Dixon, man. Say what's up to the people.
What's up with y'all? Y'all doing? Thanks y'all for having me, man.
Man, I'm glad you're here,
sure,
man. That's big, bro. For real, bro.
Yes, sir. So let's take it all the way back. So tell the people, man, how you got started in football, who you played with in Little League and all of that, man. Tell them how you got into football.
First year playing football, I was 5 years old. I played left tackle.
I started out at center. Yeah.
What number was you? Number 46. Right?
I was number 32.
Yeah, I was 40. Nah, was you 46 or was I 46? You was 46. I was 36. Yeah, there you go.
That's still ugly.
So, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the Southern Panthers,
Let's
that's
go.
who all got it started, man.
Let's go.
Everybody in them Southern Panthers.
Yeah,
sir.
man. Yeah.
That's litty.
Shit, my bad. Excuse me. Then it went from there. I met a guy by the name of Anthony the Great that did a little recruiting. Took me over to the East Waco Elks, and from then on, that's when it started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put me at running back. You know what I'm saying? Scored me a couple touchdowns. Yeah. From so forth and so forth.
So it's safe to say that when you became a running back, you pretty much fell in love with the game of football.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what gave me my passion for it. I mean, going out there. I mean, really, it was just something like I love that feeling of having people rely on me. I feel like, oh yeah, y'all relying on me. I got you. I like carrying that load, and that was something that I enjoyed doing, playing running back, playing offense. Period. Really.
Yeah.
Playing offense, so you started at running back. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna keep it going. So after you used the ball, of course, what middle school did you go to and play for?
I went to University Middle, played a little quarterback, little running back. Went to Wiley, played tight end. I'm 100% in tight end. Every time I caught the ball, I scored.
Yeah.
Ended up moving from Wiley. I ain't played I played a little bit 8th grade, but I was in trouble most of the time, so I didn't really get to play 8th grade like that. And then high school. Go to high school, go to university, freshman on varsity, a receiver. I ain't do too much at that time. Then got in trouble, ended up having to leave university, going to Midway. Get to Midway, try to play receiver, but they told me by the time I got there that we were starting 2 days in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Everybody knows when it's that time, we know who's gonna be where. So coach basically just told me, you can stay on offense, but you have to be on JV.
Yeah.
I ain't playing no JV. I ain't
Yeah.
never played
Oh,
JV. I ain't never played
I'm
JV.
a varsity player.
Yeah, for real. So I had a coach named David Petrov, the secondary coach. He just told me come play safety.
Yeah.
Looking at him like, safety? Know nothing about playing no safety. But he was like, just give it a try. First day out there, he just told me, now you play burn in the street with your homeboy, just play burn out here. Didn't give me no stands. I didn't know how to backpedal. I didn't know how to do nothing. I didn't know nothing about coverages, none of that. Just get back there and just don't let nobody beat me deep.
Okay, so let me ask you this: at what point in high school did you become the Ahmad that was laying fools out?
Yeah.
Cause as what I've done seen, like you done pop some boys, like to the point where at one time I seen you hit a dude so hard you put yourself to sleep.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like at one point in high school, what point did you become the person that like I don't give a damn about my health?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as I take that dude down.
I'm gonna run through him.
When did you become a mighty?
To be honest with you, day one, I was playing with my older brother, Alan. He was starting at DN, so he was out there making noise, and so I just felt like I couldn't let him down, let the fam down. So I had to go out there and just compete just as hard as him. And from that day forward, it was go.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this: at what point when you was in high school did the big offers start to come?
Yeah.
Like when did you get them Baylor offers, or was Baylor like your last offer? Or at what point did them offers start to come?
Going into my junior year of high school. That summer going into my junior year. Like I said, I had just got there my sophomore year, so I only played one season. Yeah. So that summer going into my junior year, that's when it just started rolling in. My first offer. Well, let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
My first offer came from University of Texas in El Paso.
Okay. Yeah.
UTEP.
Okay.
So, and that's when I was at university. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say my first offer. That was like the first school that showed me interest. Mm-hmm. So I felt like that's where I was gonna go.
Yeah.
So and then when I get to Midway, first offer I would probably have to say came from UT.
Yeah.
My first offer came from UT.
Oh, man, that's what's up.
Big one.
Had some dude. I had a tight end on my team named Trey Graham. He was committed to UT at the time, and they came to the game, and I showed out.
Yeah.
What I was supposed to do, and next thing you know, they offered me a scholarship at the end of that year, at the end of my sophomore season, going into my junior year. Damn. Yeah. So I mean, from there it just took off.
Okay, now I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, like even going back, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you know, we all probably say, if you say what you play the game for is like for family and things like that. With your brother, you know, having autism, you know what I'm saying, like I probably say, like a lot of people don't know that, you know what I'm saying, does that put extra pressure on you or like give you extra motivation? Because, you know, I still remember back in the day when I met your brother, I didn't know that was your brother, type whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like with your brother having autism or whatever, how much did that play into like, I want to do this like even more? Like how much more passion did that put in you?
It gave me a lot of passion. Cause, like you say, he has a disability. So the thing was, my brother's always been a big supporter of me. He always cheered me on. He always, he turned up out there.
He did.
So you know what I'm saying? And I knew, I mean, after me, it wasn't another one of us to come through here. So I knew like I had to be the one that did it. Unfortunately, my older brother, Alan, he was just undersized for his position at the time that he came out. But he played a major factor into my role in football today too. Both of my brothers, honestly. Like it was just the support, the love, the back and all of that. Cause I remember when I made my first big hit.
Yeah.
First big hit I made, first person I celebrated with was my brother. We got a picture of that. And that was just a feeling like no other. First of all, for me to be on the field with my brother. Like I said, when I played as a freshman, he was on defense. I was on offense. When I got to Midway, I'm on defense, he on defense. He at the end, I'm at safety. Yeah. And I remember it like it was yesterday. First play I made was an option. Brother on quarterback, safety got pitched. Yeah. So as soon as I see my brother run up on the quarterback, it's pitch time. Oh, I'm already down there. Boom, big hit. There it goes. Yeah. Celebrate. And from that, it was, like I say, it was on. But to answer your question, man, that played a big factor in my passion and love for the game. My brothers, for real.
All right. So we at Midway, we getting offers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get down to the point where we got Baylor? Was it like I got down to 5 and let's see where we go from here, or was like Baylor that school from the get go?
What made them the factor,
when you first went to visit?
Yeah. Did you like have a dream school? Like
my dream school was UT. I grew up UT. So when I got that offer, sitting in that in Mac Brown office with my family, as soon as he gave me the offer, I committed right then and there. Yeah. But the thing was, I was green to the recruiting world. I didn't really understand how it went. Yeah. And once you get that one offer from that one big school, here come the other school. Yeah. So then I started going on visits, and I started seeing these other schools and how these other schools get down and how they rolling out the red carpet for me and all of that. So I'm like, well, shoot, maybe I need to go to another school.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was, man, I didn't know what school. I didn't even go to school the day of signing day. I did not go to school till it was time to sign. And
Yeah.
I was so worried about what school to go to, where should I go, and all of that. And I just told my dad, my mom, my dad, y'all pray. Pray and ask God to help me make this decision because I don't want to make the wrong decision. I ain't trying to transfer. I ain't trying to do none of that. I want to go to school, play, at that time thinking 3 years and get up out of there.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? At the time, let me think. So, Texas, I had already decommitted from Texas at that point. So, one school was Texas Tech when Mike Leach was there, but unfortunately, that's when he had the little scandal where he had to put the dude in the little out in the closet. So that X'd them out. Yeah. Then you had Oklahoma State. I go on my visit to Oklahoma State. I lose all my bags in the airport. So I'm like,
That's when everybody want to go.
well, we ain't going there. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Victor Johnson, Paris Cox. They had already laid that foundation. So I was considering there just to carry on that lineage. But then, let me think. Then you got TCU. I had a cousin named Corey Grant that was playing at TCU. He played defensive lineman at TCU.
Yeah.
Coach Patterson came in there too boastful for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come from a humble background, so I wasn't trying to play for nobody that was like that. So that X'd them out. Tennessee. I was committed to Tennessee when I was at the All-American game. And while I'm the night before the All-American game, he gets the call to go to USC. So that X's out Tennessee.
Yeah.
But then he tried to bring me over to USC, but you had just did me dirty at Tennessee, so they X'd out USC.
Yeah.
I had already had the offer from them when Pete Curl was there,
Yeah.
Ken Norton Jr. and them. So then you had Alabama. Alabama get hit with a badass tornado.
Yeah.
So they X'd them out.
Say you want to try and do it with the tornado.
Nah, I wasn't trying to deal with them tornadoes. So let me think. That's only them all the schools that it came down. What's left? What other schools?
There's some big schools, man. Nah, for real.
I mean, I had the Notre Dames, the Clemsons, but I didn't know nothing about them schools. So
Yeah.
if I didn't know nothing about you, they X'd you out. So
Yeah.
a lot of schools got X'd out just because I didn't know them,
Yeah.
didn't give them a chance. But Baylor came about, man. Guy named Brian Norwood, coach. He had a son that went to Midway with me, and Coach Norwood and Coach Browse were real genuine people. Some of the realest people that I've ever met in my life, and to this day, I still keep in touch with them. Like they my homeboy.
Yeah.
Coach Norwood is actually my oldest son's godfather. Like that's how close we got. Yeah.
Levi?
Yeah, Levi daddy.
That's crazy.
His
Yeah,
daddy,
I know Coach Norwood now.
But yeah, his Coach Norwood is my oldest son Eli's godfather. So that shows you how close we was. I mean, and he came out. The number one thing about Baylor that stood out with Coach Norwood was he was a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
Everybody else that came to recruit me, nobody talked about God. Nobody talked about church. Nobody talked about none of that.
Yeah.
And coming from a church background, my father being a pastor as long as he has been, I had to have it. And me, the way I was set up at that time mentally and how crazy I was, I needed God, and I knew that. So those two guys, they let me know that there was gonna be something that was gonna be a part of me coming to Baylor, is helping me with my Christianity and all of that type of stuff. So I mean, I just really just took a leap of faith with Baylor. Honestly, this, as we all know, Baylor was giving out tickets and Happy Meals, and you got perfect attendance. You can get a season. You know what I'm saying? You can just go get tickets to the Baylor game, but I just took a leap of faith. Coach Browse asked me to have faith that he'll turn the program around and that he wanted me to be one of those pivotal guys that help grow this program.
Absolutely.
So, like I say, I like that pressure. I like having that pressure on me. So I was up for the challenge. I just looked at it like a challenge, and I just accepted the challenge. Chose Baylor.
That was a good pick, man. Especially for the city.
Also, you know what I'm saying, actually going back to kind of what you already answered, but even, you know, being the, you know what I'm saying, let people know, being the number 55 player in the nation or whatever, and at that time being the number 5 safety, and also like the number 8 player in Texas, you know what I'm saying, how was that, like, even before making that decision to go to Baylor, like, how was that, like, going through that transition of, like, how do people treat you different, or did people treat you different? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that goes into, like, and that's all just, like, letting this be known for players that are going to deal with that, or, like, you know, or dealing with that right now, like, hearing your story type, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just what it is sometimes, like, people do treat you different, knowing that you might be going to get a bag right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it was, I got treated real different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna just put it like this, if I had NIL deals, shoot, man, I probably wouldn't even cared about going to the NFL. Honestly, like I was dealing with that type of stuff in high school. I ain't gonna put nobody out there. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. But I mean, I was dealing with that type of stuff in high school, like from the jump with my recruiting process. So, but I mean, it was crazy because you have all different type of people coming to talk to you, just that know you. Like, so then that's when I started realizing that I had to become a professional. This is my life. This is my job. This is not just football no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had to understand what people were investing in me, basically, giving me that scholarship and trying to help me better my life.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you, being a top 300 player in high school, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to go to the senior year before we go to Baylor. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So top 300, right? Mm-hmm. You got all these schools that want you. Mm-hmm. I want to ask you, are these schools throwing stuff at you, like, and let's keep it confidential, you know? Let's keep it confidential. Was these schools really like offering you stuff like stuff?
Money. Like money, paying bills, doing all of that. Yeah,
got this car for you.
Cars. You know what I'm saying? I had, I mean, it's documented, so I can speak on it. I had girls from colleges coming to my games, holding up signs, pick this school, like, you know what I'm saying? All of that type of stuff. So, like, it's real. It's
really true what they say, like schools that throw some stuff at you to try to get you there.
Like, the best visualization that I can give of my experience is the movie Blind Side. I had people in my school even asking my mom, hey, can we adopt him just to, you know what I'm saying? Because they were thinking I was the average black kid that come from a one-parent home that didn't have nothing and all of that. They wanted to help. So, I had all of that type of stuff going on.
Also, what advice would you give kids that might be going through that? Because, you know what I'm saying, for people that want to go play in college and everything, you know, probably after your decision, you tell people, like, this is a business. Don't, you know what I'm saying, you say, I'm committed to them. You know, you got some kids that sit there and say, man, I don't want to decommit because I've already told them. Like, at the end of the day, this is a business. So, like, what would you tell kids that's getting all that recognition? Like, man, hey, do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is a business or whatever, and you already seen it. Because after that freshman, you sit there like, hold on, dog. Like, this different than what I thought it was going to be. So, like, what advice would you give them with all the recruitment that you had? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, though. Because I'm getting hot. I really wore this jacket to support the homie, Authentic Brand. But
all right. Hold on. This is what we're going to do. All right, so let us get some sponsor work in. When we come back, we're going to come back with part 2 with my nigga Ahmad Dixon, with my boy. And we're going to get it coming back to y'all, all right? Y'all stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Fact or Fiction podcast.
We here.
Hey, roll them clips.